Zinc also plays a major role in hormones, making testosterone, making stomach acid. So zinc helps with digestion. Zinc helps with on the hormone side, and zinc also plays a major role on helping viral load. So lots of studies on zinc lozenges. Zinc helps get into the cells and it decreases virus replication. So we have natural zinc ionophores, right? There are medications that do it, but there's also some natural compounds like quercetin that actually help zinc get into the cells at higher level, and zinc levels when higher can prevent the virus from replicating, kind of like NAC. So zinc is a very important natural compound, and so is quercetin as well. We could add quercetin and zinc together to really help flood our cells with good high quality zinc.
And we
So
don't
zinc's
go too
excellent.
crazy. I mean, we've had people that are doing like 50 to 100 milligrams of zinc long term. That's too much. I mean, maybe ongoing for females, maybe 10 to 15 milligrams, males, maybe a tiny bit higher. But I had one lady doing 100 milligrams of zinc and she was not feeling good. So that was too much.
Yeah, if you're doing that much, probably 50. It depends on the type, right? If you're doing a crappy like zinc acetate or something, if you're doing like a zinc bisglycinate or a really good zinc bound to an amino acid, probably 50 to 70 acute, like an acute type of situation. But outside of that, probably 10 to 30 max, kind of from an ongoing basis. You're going to get zinc in pumpkin seeds and a lot of your grass-fed organic meat and or high quality animal products.
Yeah, that's
So
the
that's going to be
question. I
pretty good.
mean, if you're eating the way we are, I mean, I'm doing a grass-fed steak for breakfast some mornings. I mean, I wonder if I even need extra. I guess it depends on the situation. I will throw a little in, I'll sprinkle a little in, but it's not a big one I take all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's more going to be during stress and your immune system being more compromised, your nutrient levels are going to need to be higher. And so that's powerful there. I would say next out of the gate, vitamin C is important. Vitamin C is a really important nutrient. Obviously, it has a major effect on oxidative stress. It's an antioxidant. I would say the macrophages, which are like the little Pac-Man, Pac-Women that gobble up bacteria and viruses in the bloodstream. There's a docking station for vitamin C onto that macrophage, and vitamin C can help potentiate the strength of those little Pac-Men and Pac-Women. Very powerful. Now, vitamin C has a molecular structure very similar to glucose. So guess what happens if you consume too much glucose, or i.e. sugar? That glucose can dock onto that macrophage and actually weaken it. And so it's important when you're sick and your immune system's compromised, higher levels of glucose will mimic vitamin C and kind of dock on that receptor site and will make your immune system weaker. So keeping your immune system stronger by keeping the glucose under control is important. And then getting that good vitamin C in there is going to be important, especially, acute, right? You can always work on what I call a vitamin C calibration, where you get your vitamin C levels up to just before or just past the point where you have loose stools and then back up till they solidify. And you can do that during an acute phase if you're sick to keep your immune system nice and strong.
I love my vitamin C, but I overdid it because then my iron was too high. And I think I was doing like 3 grams of vitamin C for a long time. And I was drinking my vitamin C powder with my grass fed bison steak. So that will increase iron absorption. So for anemic people, hey, that's a great strategy. But for males, if your iron's already high, that's one thing to consider and just track it with blood.
Yeah, track your blood. The natural solution for high iron, if you're a guy, is going to be a therapeutic phlebotomy. So getting your blood tested, giving blood, all those things are wonderful out of the gates.